anyone and everyone. This is Kim, the Humble Hermit from Come As You Are Oracle. I'm going to do a collective for today. Today is Tuesday. It is June 9th, 2026. You may follow me on the Talk the Tube, my blog. We're not totally up to you. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it doesn't fit, don't make it fit. If some of it fits, we love that for you. God loves that for you. Whatever doesn't, leave it on the table for someone else. We don't want you taking on energy that wasn't meant for you. We're going to use the Roses, Dust, and Ashes, featuring cemetery symbols. Stacey Williams from Le Penetaire. If I seem a little off, it's because I'm a little off. I don't really feel good, but I wanted to do this. I wanted to do this one last reading for the day, and I've been putting it off for like the last 2 hours. I started not feeling good like around 11 or so. I've been in bed with the cats, and all of them have been laying up against me, which, I mean, sometimes they do that, but not usually. So I don't know what the deal is, but I don't feel good. I feel off. And then I thought, well, maybe I got too much sun. I was out there earlier for maybe like a half an hour. I don't think that was it, because I felt a little funny before I went out there. We got 3 on the table. Maybe just tired. I don't know. I've been sleeping every night that I've been off. I mean, I sleep anyway, but I don't know. We got 4 on the table. Five on the table. Let's do one more shuffle. 2 more shuffles, sorry. Last shuffle. This is interesting. 6 with bottom of the deck. Bottom of the deck is eternity. And top of the deck is passion. I'm going to set this on the box. We've got eternal love, insight, purity, readiness, sacrifice. Pardon me. And bottom of the deck, attachment. I'm going to drink my coffee. Feminine, masculine, take how it resonates. So let me just say this. The first thing I thought of when the first 5 cards, well, the first 4 cards fell out, okay, is someone has love coming in. And this could be something that somebody has been waiting a long time for. Like the one kind of energy, right? Kind of like, I've never been married before. I don't have kids. I've been waiting this whole time for this person. This is it. Like this is that connection. Like it's coming in for somebody. When I'm looking at these 6 cards on the table, I want to counteract that with a statement. And that statement is this. You can fall in love with whoever you want to fall in love with. spend your life with whoever you want to spend your life with. Devote yourself to another person, right? But the love you have for yourself is always going to be first and foremost. And to not lose sight of that when you get into a love connection with another person. Oh, pardon me. And if you subscribe, you guys know I've talked about it before. Like, I am very comfortable being on my own. Very comfortable. Have no problem being single, not having a man or a woman attached to me, doing my own thing, living my own life, being my own person, going to work every day, coming home, being a cat mom, right? Why did I want to say being a cat friend? I guess if my friends look at me like I'm a cat, maybe they do. But when I was with the ex-husband, I was with the ex-husband for 11 years. 7 of them we were married. I was a good wife. I was a good partner. I took care of that man. And let me say this, and I've said this to you guys before. Like, I take responsibility for basically ending the marriage, right? Like, I wanted out of the marriage. I didn't want to be married anymore. I've told you guys before, it felt like I came to the realization like I was more his mom than his partner, right? And I take full responsibility for certain aspects of the relationship because I saw it happening, and I didn't do anything about it to correct it, to try and correct it from the beginning. So 11 years in, 10 years technically, before I said I wanted a separation and a divorce, like, I could have done that years ago. I could have been like, hey, I'm not okay with this. But I let it happen, right? And that's what I say when you have to take accountability for yourself. Like, I let it happen. Like, I saw it happening. I'm like, it's okay. Eventually he'll change. No, people don't change. Pardon me. People don't change other than for themselves. And if they don't feel the need to change, why would they change? Right? And if somebody loves themselves the way they are, they're not going to change. They love themselves. I have to take accountability for that relationship because I let it go on for so long when I should have said something from the beginning. But I put up with it. Embraced it, even, you could say. What I'm trying to say is I was a good spouse. I was a good wife. I took care of him to the point where I had to take care of myself. Don't do that. Don't ever do that. Be a good partner. Be somebody's partner. Love them. Co-create with them, right? Just as you do with God, if you believe. But don't make them the sole focus of your journey. And you should not be the sole focus of their journey either. You're supposed to come together to create together. Not one of you carrying the whole load and the other one sits there with their thumb up their butt. And again, like I said, like in my marriage, like, I let that happen. Some of that was teachings as a child, watching my own parents, watching other couples, and being like, oh, I guess that's my job. No, not really. No, not really. And the ex-husband, I was his second wife. I was his second long-term relationship, his second marriage. His first marriage with his first wife, he had to do everything for her. So when I came along and I did everything for him, he just thought, oh, okay, it's finally my turn to relax, take a break. She's going to take care of me. It's not that he did it maliciously. He just kind of thought, oh, oh, okay, like Kim loves me, she's going to take care of me, blah, blah, blah. Not really realizing you need that equal give and take. He just thought I was happy with the way things were. And again, I was for a time. But however many years in, it's kind of like, okay, like I can't do this anymore. And realizing like I helped put us into that spot because I was okay with it for so long. And then at that point, like he's like, well, what do you mean you don't want to take care of me? Like when you've already been doing it for like 8 years, what do you mean you don't want to take care of me? Like a wake up call. But again, expecting somebody to change, I have no right to ask somebody to change for me. Just like nobody has any right to ask me to change for them. There is such a thing as compromise. If you want to compromise in a relationship, yeah, sure. But it all goes back to the same thing. Is it equal give and take? Because what am I going to compromise for? Or what are they going to compromise for? What are we both going to compromise for? I feel like this is just a reminder to somebody, that you are capable of loving someone else. And that's amazing, right? That's that's one of my core beliefs, is that that's why we're here. That's why we're all humans. We're meant to love. We're meant to love other humans. We're meant to support other humans. That's why we're all here. Whether you're married or not, but at the core of that is loving yourself. When love is pure, people say all the time, like, oh, if you don't know how to love yourself, you don't know how to love another person. I don't really believe in that either. Like you can love another person and hate yourself. I mean, how many people have I seen do that? How many people how many people have I seen take care of another person but hate that person? And I think when they say the capacity for love is limitless, that's what all that encompasses. Encompasses. That's what that all is, because you can love from many perspectives. You know what I'm saying? And there is sacrifice in love. There's sacrifice in loving yourself, right? I mean, and I've talked about this before. I've talked about this a lot lately. The gap in the sexes between men and women. Women out there don't want to date men because they're sick and tired of no equality, of no equal give and take. I'm going to sacrifice everything for you, and you're not going to sacrifice everything for me. When in reality, yeah, love is a sacrifice, but you shouldn't have to sacrifice the love that you have for yourself for someone else. That's where the purity of love comes from. Yeah, it's limitless. It's pure. But are you going to honor that? Are you going to honor love for what it is? Because it's a gift. And while I believe that we're all here to love each other and help each other and support each other, there's tons of people out there that don't do that. They don't know what love is. They don't recognize it for what it is. And I think a lot of times that's why you end up with people in relationships where there's no balance. And attaching yourself to another person, I mean, don't do that. Don't attach yourself to another person if you're not ready to love another person. And don't attach yourself to another person and then allow the love you have for yourself to die. That's not how we're supposed to be out there doing it. All right. I think I'm gonna leave it there because I'm just gonna keep saying the same thing over and over again. I think you understand what I'm saying. I'm gonna leave it there. I hope it resonates for somebody. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope, if anything, you were entertained. If I feel better later, pardon me, I got maybe it's just gas. I don't know. All of a sudden I feel gassy. All I had today was some coffee. I had a burger from Burger King for my birthday vacation. Some cranberry juice. I really haven't had a lot today, honestly. I don't know what it is, but if I feel better later, I'll get on and do some more reads because I had plans. I had plans to do 8 or 10 readings today. I'm just not feeling it. I'm probably gonna go take a shower and walk a little bit if I can. Yeah. I hope everybody enjoyed it. I hope everybody has a great afternoon, and I will talk to you later. Bye.